town of Summerville is celebrating 10 years of its Sweet Tea Festival. Today, I talk one-on-one with the organizer of the event, Steve Doniger, for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Steve Doniger, welcome to the award-winning Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. I know that you are the executive director of the Summerville Dream, and you're also the organizer of the upcoming, well, actually now, the 10th annual Sweet Tea Festival, which is huge in Summerville. And obviously you all celebrate because it's the birthplace of sweet tea here in the South.
Right.
Let me ask you, Steve, what is the biggest difference from 10 years ago to right now when you think of the Sweet Tea Festival?
You know, it's like anything else. Everything evolves. Right. You know, you start with an idea and a few people getting together and saying, look, we celebrate sweet tea. We know that Summerville was a place where tea plants were planted. We know we're the birthplace of sweet tea. And you know why that is, right? We thought of it first. So that's how we say what it is. But I think what's really kind of happened is now it's a premier event. So it started out just as a nice idea. Now grown into community organizations coming together, working, taking a value. So it really has expanded over the years.
Have you make the 10th anniversary sweeter?
Well, you try to find other ways. I mean, we still have to be realistic here. We're still dealing with COVID and a pandemic. And so we want to be more mindful about what we're doing and how we're doing that. But we've got some special things. We have, some special merchandise. We do have a sweet tea contest to vote for the best sweet tea in Summerville. We have we brought in a lot more nonprofits in order to get an opportunity for them to highlight why they're sweeter, those type of things. And we've expanded it from a one-day event to a week, where now it's the sweetest week ever. And you have an opportunity to come down and see entertainment all week long and some other things going on. We have a Hold My Tea, pub crawl. We have the sweetest sales ever. Just a lot of different things going on.
That is amazing. And I know, obviously, as you mentioned, the Sweet Tea Festival is celebrated and is the celebration of the birthplace of sweet tea right here in Summerville. How is sweet tea celebrated in Summerville today?
So, sweet tea itself, we got to recognize right here in Summerville, you have a chance where you can go to some of our shops and get sweet tea candy, you can get sweet tea ice cream, you can get sweet tea pies, you can get sweet tea, you name it, sweet tea barbecue sauce. There's all kinds of things that are out there. So if you're a sweet tea connoisseur, this is the place where you're going to find the best sweet tea in all kinds of varieties, out there in the world. So really is sweet tea, and that's why we say Summerville, it's just sweeter here.
Yes. Who invented sweet tea?
Well, I'm going to say that somebody decided that tea was kind of boring, so they put sugar in it and said, wow, that's pretty good. I don't know that I know the actual people that did that, but this tea connoisseurs, that enjoy the drink. I think naturally we put sugar in just about everything, and it always tastes a little bit better. And I think somebody just fell down on that. I don't know exactly who the first person was, but we say it was their feet were planted in Summerville, so we'll claim that.
Okay. and I had just a bottle of the Arizona sweet tea last night. But why do we drink sweet tea?
It's just our drink. It's one of those things that teas across all over the world. And tea is served in ceremonies. It is a special ritual for a lot of cultures. It's a wonderful drink. I think that it's been brewed. We have sun tea, you have warm tea, you have chai tea, you name it. I think that we drink sweet tea in the South just because it's one of those things that you need that. You need that pick me up. You need that spark of sugar. You need that sweetness to you. It's warm here. It's refreshing. You put a big glass of ice together, and I think people just enjoy it. It's also one of those welcoming drinks. I think that we have a front porch community in Summerville, and you always say, come on up, sit on the porch, have a glass of tea, and everybody's going to be in kind of a good mood.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of which, I know your historic downtown is transformed into a massive open house and plus a street fair with different food
Mhm.
trucks, artisan vendors, and of course, entertainment. How far does
Mhm.
that open house and street fair go in downtown Somerville?
Great question. So it's the entire downtown. So downtown Somerville is the historic district. So all our shops, all our restaurants, everybody puts out an extra welcome mat. They have great sweetest sales ever. There's all kinds of different, like you can get the sweet tea pork chop in one of the restaurants. You get sweet tea pies. So the entire downtown, the whole footprint of the downtown, is transformed into the festival. But the good thing is, it also gives us some room. So it allows for us to have several different places where we can have entertainment. We have at least two different stages. There's places for people to spread out. You can be with your small groups. You can be socially distanced. So it's good to have that big of a footprint.
Absolutely. And what exactly will be the COVID protocols at this festival?
Pardon me?
What will be the COVID protocols at this festival this year?
COVID protocol. So we're being real mindful. We've actually taken a real mindful stance here in Summerville. We should look, all our small shops, all our small owners, they've been really good. So we're strongly recommending people wearing face masks when you're among the crowd. We have plenty of hand sanitizer. We've actually eliminated some of the vendors so that we have some space so people can social distance, be in their small groups, be in their own control factors. And we are, limit the amount of time. So instead of going like all day, we're going from 2 o'clock until 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that allows for, things to kind of settle a bit and people who really want to be out there. The other thing is you don't have to be out there for the whole day. Come out for an hour. Come out for a little bit of time. So there's no one thing that's going to keep you there for the whole day. We've actually been very mindful of that. And then also, real quick, we do have the sweet tea contest. In years past, you would buy a mug and carry your mug around and get tea. Because of COVID, we decided we're going to provide disposable paper cups. So we don't have that cross contamination opportunity.
Absolutely. And obviously, the festival will serve as the combination of the town's sweetest week ever in 2021, with several sweet
Yep.
events being held leading up to obviously Saturday. What's new? What's now this year?
So we're having entertainment all week long. We have music all week. Wednesday night is a big night. We have the symphony, the Summerville Symphony Jazz Ensemble. They come out and blow the roof off the dump. They're fantastic. Thursday night we have a big what we call Third Thursday. It's a mini street fair. Then on Friday we have a silent disco. This is awesome. Everybody gets headphones. You listen to 4 different DJs. It is so much fun. And then all week long at our shops, you can go find some great sales and some great opportunities. If you look at our we have an app called Shop Summerville. You download the app on Apple or Google devices, and it has everything listed there. It's awesome. And then all week long, there's some other live music at different places, different restaurants. There's just all kinds of like little micro events going on all week long.
Oh, that's just amazing, Steve.
Thanks.
What does sweet tea mean to you?
Well, it just, it came out, listen, you can tell from my accent, I'm a transplant from the Midwest. I'm a Chicago guy. I know about pizza and hot dogs,
Right.
but I learned about sweet tea. And what it means is, really, like I said, it's that sense of home. It's that sense of welcoming. It's that sense of enjoyment to say that this is a special community. This is a special beverage. So it really is, it has that quintessential, Somerville flair to it. So it's a nice thing. You can get in all kinds of different varieties, flavors with orange, with other things. So it really does speak volume. The simple little drink really kind of identifies a great town.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, let's fast forward to Saturday. What do you want the newspaper headline to be about this year's Sweet Tea Festival?
That the community came out with great pride, that they enjoyed their time, that economically our small businesses thrived, and that people felt a connection to their community, and that they're excited about this actually being the launching point for the holiday season. Come out, you enjoy your sweet tea, you enjoy time together, and then boom, it's time to get ready for all the great things that happen, in the fall. So we want people to really feel comfortable. We want them to be very safe, but also enjoy themselves.
Enjoy themselves. What do you want people to talk about when it comes to the Sweet Tea Festival 5, 10 years from now?
5, 10 years from now, I think people, hopefully they'll be saying, holy buckets, how can you have a beverage that has such history in our community, really does have a connection to it, and that the children that are enjoying it now, that are in school, that have grown and have children of their own, that it becomes a staple, that it's one of those, it's become a premier event in Summerville, and that it's something that they want to continue, that they find some value in, and hopefully it continues to kind of grow and develop into that atmosphere where we just know that it's just sweeter here in Summerville.
Summerville. And I know you touched on it just a little bit earlier, Steve, but you talked about your ideas and other ideas that you want for this festival. What other ideas do you have in mind next?
Well, we had all kinds of great things. We're working on a really cool thing where we're coming out with our own children's book celebrating Christmas. It's called the Sacred Christmas Tree. Hopefully will be launched here yet this Christmas. We're making plans. We're bringing back Summerville Skates, an actual real ice rink, real ice. That'll be back for its third season and its final season as a temporary ice rink. So we're excited about that. And then we're planning on some really cool events going into next year. We have a great music fest that's being planned right now. We have some really cool other events that are going on. So we're excited to keep growing and doing cool things.
Absolutely. Well, Stephen Doniger of Summerville Dream, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to the award-winning Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thanks, Quintin. I appreciate it.
Thank you.